Great. Nigga, we made it. Yeah, you know, I'm here alone. Just like every other Friday night. But it's not Friday, it's actually Monday, I'm bugging. It's Monday, March 4th, nigga. This day is very relevant because I just got a colonoscopy before I got here, boy. They was all in my ass, nigga! Yo, that's what you're thinking. Nah, nigga, you gotta be so-and-so age, 40. I gotta get the shit young. So unfortunately, my father had colon cancer, so, you know, health is wealth, man. You know, I had to look into my booty hole, you know, making sure everything's straight. They had me butt naked on a cold table like Meek Mill. Shout out Diddy, man. You invented the remix, man. Shout out Meek Mill. I hope you find happiness in this world, wherever you can, you know. If it's a man, a woman, a little person, whoever you need that tender love from, you know, I don't judge. You know, I know there's see, the black community is fucked up because it's like a lot of stuff came out in that Diddy thing where it's like he's child trafficking, he's fucking with underage girls, and y'all worried about Meek Mill getting in the booty duty. Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, it's like a lot of crimes going on, and if Meek is gay, that kind of has nothing to do with it. But man, listen, like, there's nothing wrong with whatever you want to be or do with your life. You know what I'm saying? If you want to live your truth. You see Tyler, the Creator, he nigga popular as hell. He be talking about fucking niggas all the time. Like, but, you know, I guess the image he's portrayed is unfortunate that he can't, like, you know, do a 360, 180. Cause you know, Lil Nas X type niggas, like, I support all that good stuff. Like, you know, I'm not one of those niggas. Like, I got close friends who are queer or LGBTQ or all the alphabet letters. But it's unfortunate in the black community like that we gotta treat a nigga like that he can't feel comfortable because he's on Twitter like trying to defend himself. Like, I love bitches. Come on, now I'm Meek. Meek Millie with the dilly. I'm so illy. But like, bro, like, it's a lot of evidence, man. You got like, you poolside with soggy French fries in your lap. Like, it's a lot of suspect things going on with this man for a while, ever since he called out the boy. But, you know, God bless him, man. I hope all the victims of Diddy's, you know, tirade, his terrorism, they get justice, man, because this dude's an animal, bro. Some of these clips of like him with like Bieber looking shook. Like him being all aggressive with like Fab and Jada, like these parties he be having. God bless, man. But I still love that last album. I'm sorry, Diddy's hard. Pause. that last album was crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That Love album, man, like, but can you separate the artist from like what they're doing in their personal life? Like, because, you know, that's been a struggle with me with, you know, obviously, like, I'm a huge hip-hop fan, and, you know, artists have a lot of, like, Kanye West. Like, I voted for Kanye for president of the United States, you know? And it's like, he's a tough guy to follow. Or, like, defend in, like, a public forum, because he's just out there, bro. Like, I love that man, though, but he's just kind of a loose cannon. It's like you tell him not to do something, and he just like leans into it. Cause like, y'all ain't gonna tell me to do shit. I'm a genius. I made Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like, okay, like that's cool, but you could like not say you admire Hitler. Like, that's kind of like, wow. Like, why would you say that? Like, even if like you think Hitler is a great strategist or like he was good at like, you know, galvanizing a large group of people in Germany, like the dude is a nut job, bro. Like, you can't like give those kind of guys a platform of like people like looking into them. Like, you got like stuff like that, and like millennials looking up Bin Laden and saying like, oh, he had some good points. Like, bro, he killed. If that happened, I don't know. 9/11 is crazy, but like, all those people died, bro. Like, nothing about that is cool. You know what I'm saying? So like, but you know, it's all good. But yeah, they had me butt naked on the table and shit. You know, looking at my hind parts. I'm fucking in. I'm in there on the table, like kind of shook, cause like, you know, it's like shit. They might put me under, and I wake up with no legs, like Lieutenant Dan or something. Ah! Something went wrong. What went wrong, nigga? My legs got to my booty, but nah. I mean, I woke up fine, as you can see. I'm whole. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little violated. My shit feel regular. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But yeah, they had me bent over. Like this nurse, had this nurse in here with like Beats by Dre on her like like we're in the surgery, well, not room, but like a room like you do procedures in. Like I was in a previous room, they're like, oh, we gonna take you to another room to do the procedure. Like, all right, cool. We in the room, like it's supposed to be a sterilized room. This woman is on her Beats by Dre. I'm not gonna say what ethnicity she was. She was black. You know, I love my people, but like, she had the Beats by Dre, and I'm like, okay, is this sanitary? Like, were you at the gym with these and you came here and you slid and like, and then I'm like getting my shit done, right? Like, I'm a little nervous. He like, turn over on your side, nigga. I'm like, okay. I turned over on my side. Like, I just feel like super exposed. My whole back gown is open, you know? And then the lady's like, to the anesthesiologist who's like controlling my heartbeat. She's like, could you turn your music down a little bit? These aren't noise canceling. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Can we focus on what the fuck is going on? She trying to listen to a new Schoolboy Q when my ass is open. Like, she back there like, yeah. Shit is like crazy. Like, the disrespect, like my insurance, I get I'm not paying out of pocket because I have great insurance, but like y'all are getting y'all money. Like regardless if I'm paying it to you personally or like my insurance company is giving you, like y'all getting y'all bread. Like I don't like that. Like I love black people though, you know what I'm saying? But like you guys gotta get it together, bro. Like it's like what's going on with that? Like I don't know. But I'm always disrespected, you know what I'm saying? Like women especially, I get no respect. My fucking Hinge trials and tribulations have just been like, bro, if you don't know Hinge, it's a dating app, but you know, I'm open on the dating app, like just spilling my heart out to women I admire, getting no response. I'm like reading poems to them on voice memos, like I'm a fucking loser. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But like, the whole app game, I work overnight, so it's like the apps kind of are convenient for me sometimes, just because I'm not really like outside as much as I could. Because like Friday nights, I get no sleep. Well, Thursday nights is my Friday. So Friday morning is when I'm off work for the weekend. A lot of time I don't get sleep because like I'm just like my brain's going like, oh, it's weekend, and like I either get sleep and I'm tired throughout the day, or I don't get sleep and I pass out at 9 p.m. So it's just like Saturday nights, you know, like are probably my biggest night of like doing shit. And I'm usually in the studio like doing work, like, and sometimes it's some arduous tasks that I'm like handling, and it's not always fun. You know, it's not always like a ball. It's just gotta be done because I'm a creative and trying to get this stuff out to the world. But it's tough, man. Like it's like every girl, like it's like your typical Sunday. Oh my God, I want to go hiking. I want to go, you know, to church and family and speakeasies. Like, shut up. That sounds horrible. That sounds mad boring. Hiking. I know, I get it. We're in California and everybody wants to fucking hike. I'm all for like hiking. I'm not really at all. But if a baddie says it, I'm gonna do it. So, you know, yeah, if a baddie wants to hike, I'm gonna hike. But like any males want to hike, pause. I'm not hiking with you because it's like, I love exercise. I love going to the gym. We can ball, we can go hoop. You know, we can go play flag football. I don't fucking know where we're gonna do that at, but I ain't trying to hurt nothing because I got a job. But we can play flag football or something. But like hiking is like, I gotta drive somewhere. Then I gotta walk up a hill, walk down a hill, back up a hill, then come back. I gotta go home and shower now because I've been sweating. It's like, what are we doing? It's a great view. Like, you're doing this for the pictures. If you couldn't take pictures and go on a hike, well, would you be going hikes? You couldn't get the scenic view, you with your little hand on your waist, Lil Jones. Y'all sexy though, so I ain't gonna trip. But Hinge is a motherfucker, man. Like, came across the one John who's like, white men only. Like, damn! The fuck? I get it, you got your preferences, but like, I mean, I like a lot of white shit. I like Seinfeld. Be watching Big Little Lies. I love like Shane Gillis and like white comedians like Mark Norman and stuff, like Sam Morrill. Like, I love white people. Joe Rogan, I love Joe Rogan. That's my nigga. Even when he say nigga, call niggas Planet of the Apes. That's my guy, man. Fuck y'all niggas. Little weird ass motherfucker. But it's fucked up, man, you know? But yeah, they had me on the table. They got in and got out. I'm clean, baby. You know what I'm saying? Getting put under is crazy because it's like, you really like, it's like you think it's not gonna happen like smooth like it is. You know, you hear, I've seen stories of like people like getting real surgeries and like them waking up and like you can't say nothing because you're all numb. So it's just like, them niggas just getting like a gallbladder removed, but they are awake and feeling it, but they can't move to tell the doctor that they're fucked up or whatever. So that always goes to my head, like, but nigga said, we giving you the medicine. Press that bitch. I had a nice ass sleep. Boy, woke up feeling violated, but it's all good. Buck ass naked. Cause the last time I got put under was like I had a hand surgery for my ganglion cyst, and they put me under. I remember they put the mask on me. And it was like the male surgeon was, I guess, doing the actual operation, and the female was a nurse, or whatever. The male was like, "Oh, you're tall. You got long legs." And then the female nurse was like, "Yeah, my daughter has long legs like this." And the male surgeon was like, "Oh, that's funny. I never seen her standing up." And the lady was like, "What?" And he was like, "No, I mean like that." And then boom, I go to sleep. Like, it was a very funny interaction between two coworkers. But the anesthesia shit is crazy, bro. Like, they really put you under. Like, you don't know what the fuck is going on. You in just a deep ass comfortable sleep. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, I'm healthy. Health is wealth. You gotta look out for yourself. Get checked out. If you have that cancer or anything running in your family, get it done. You know what I'm saying? Better safe than sorry, because I'm not trying to be sorry. But even if I die, I'm gonna live forever. I'm very on the fence of if I'm gonna actually die or not, like ever. So like, I can't see that for myself. But you know, whatever. Yeah, like dying is ghetto, and I'm not ghetto. But I don't know. We'll see what good God has in store for me. When I say God, I mean Batman. But yeah, you know, we lit. Yeah, speaking of sleep, I was fucking. So like Less Than Cool, like when I originally had it, like the podcast, it was more like entertainment based. You know, my last 2 episodes was like, you know, interviewing Wade and the amazing Wade and Destin. You know, Wade and Don, about his interesting life and his perspective, and then I had Danielle, Jay Carter, and John Reed. Shout out to them. Sorry for the delay on our episode. It was amazing. I love y'all so much. But yeah, mostly I have people on in here. But you know, today I'm dolo. But yeah, like I was saying, speaking of sleep, this Friday just passed. Oh no, this is what I was getting at. The original podcast, aside from the 2 interviews I just did on the previous 2 episodes, are entertainment based as far as like, oh, I'm looking at music, I'm reviewing music, reviewing movies and stuff like that. Like, if you look at the old podcast or old blog, lessonandcool.blogspot.com, still active. Not active, but like the last post was like 2012, but it has a history of my stuff on there. I used to review more stuff instead of like interviewing people. But I wanted to get back to that just because I do want lessons in cool in the sense that like I feel like I have a good grasp on like what's cool, what they're feeding you, and then what's good, what's not good, you know? So this week, Shogun came out on Hulu, FX, whatever. You know, they're hailing it as like the replacement for Game of Thrones. The creators are saying, oh, it's more like Succession or House of Cards, which I love House of Cards, even though what's his name is a fucking psycho pedophile weird nigga. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't that impressed, but it was solid. I mean, the first episode, but I'm not gonna judge. Like, you know, stop Asian hate. You know, I love my people. Yeah, but so far I wasn't that impressed. But I did see Dune this weekend on Friday. Now, when I say I saw Dune, I definitely fell asleep during Dune. It was 2 hours and 45 minutes. I was inebriated. Okay, so that part, and it was a Friday. So obviously, like I said before, I was very tired after work. Niggas woke up with a bunch of popcorn on them. Zendaya was on top of a worm. So I was like, what the fuck going on out there, nigga? This nigga Timothy got blue eyes now. What the fuck? But yeah, I thought it was good. I gotta go re-see it. Like, I'm a movies alone type nigga. That's why I don't know if you're asking like, oh, why didn't the person you're with wake you up? Like, no, because I go to the movies alone. I love going to movies alone, not because I have no friends. I don't have any friends. Well, at least where I'm at. But, you know, I love going to movies alone, the experience of just going to the cinema, getting your seat, popcorn, the intros, the big screen, time alone. And I like really dissecting movies, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I like the fact that like I don't have to worry about if the person I'm with is enjoying themselves because I don't give a fuck. But like then like the Virgo in me is like, damn, are they enjoying themselves though? Like I'm worried about it. Like, damn, they like that part? Look at their face like, oh, they're definitely bored. Like, damn, I should have picked another movie. So going by myself really takes all that pressure away. Sometimes when I go with people, it's like it takes the fun out of it because I'm like worried about how the fun that they're having, which is like a crazy thing. Like I'm worried about the nigga with me instead of my enjoyment of the movie, you know? But yeah, I went to go see that shit. I didn't do nothing weird with the popcorn boxes. I know they had crazy Dune popcorn out there, but I fuck with Timothy Chalamet. That nigga was in a movie called Bones and All, I think it was called. I think he produced too. He's dope. But go see that. I still gotta see the second half of that movie. We gonna figure it out. But you know, hopefully I'll get in there and not fall asleep. I'm a notorious fall asleeper ass nigga. But you know, I'm trying to get better with that, you know what I'm saying? Cause usually I go to movies and just cry. Just walk home alone, like sniffling. That's what I did with the wrestling movie. I forget what it's called. Iron Claw, yeah. Iron Claw was fire. Iron Claw was fire. Cause it is Oscars week, man. A lot of great movies nominated. I honestly, I'm mad that Past Lives didn't have more nominations. If you haven't seen that movie, it's amazing. I love it. It's so realistic. It's a love story, but like it's about like these two people who like were I think in Korea. It's fucked up that I don't even know the country, but I'm pretty sure it's Korea. And the young lady, she immigrates over here at like 10 or 9. She builds a life and stuff like that in America, and then like she was really cool and close with this little boy who like they were like had crushes on each other, I guess, and he doesn't get to immigrate over there until he's like in his late 20s or something like that. So it's them like meeting up later in life and just how complicated love can be and like how certain decisions in your life lead you into certain paths and like it's just like not even your fault, but it's just like something that magical could have happened. You kind of just miss out on just because of circumstance. So Past Lives is amazing. It's nominated. I think it's nominated for Best Director. I don't know if it's nominated for Best Picture. Barbie got a lot of nominations. I did enjoy Barbie. It was actually better than you would think if you didn't see Barbie, but like, yeah, I don't know if it, I don't know. Margot Robbie is bad though. This nigga Will Smith should have stayed with her because Jada ain't shit, man. Trifling ass nigga, like, damn. Shout out Will Smith though. He got Bad Boys 4 coming out. I don't know how good that's gonna be. Probably not. But so sad the way his career is gone, man. I love Will, man, but I don't know. He just lost so many points with me slapping that nigga, dog. Like, that shit crazy, man. But at the same time, it's like, I'm not for violence and stuff, but like my whole thing is like, a lot of comedians were coming out and saying like, oh, you know, this is our job to make jokes. We're here to do a job. You know, Chris Rock was doing his job. It's just like, okay, but like, so just because you have this particular job of making jokes, that means you can go on stage and make fun of niggas' wives? And your excuse is like, oh, it's been done before, or it's just a joke. It's just like, yeah, but like, why is that cool? Like, why are you allowed to make fun of a man's wife's appearance? And she might be insecure about it, whether she's like a toxic person or not. Like, why are you not permitted to get slapped? Like, I don't get that. Like, and I get that, like, it's a professional setting, but like, you're making fun of this nigga's wife. And even though I love Joe Rogan, he was just saying like, oh, G.I. Jane, that's a compliment. She's a badass, you know, da-da-da. Like, I'm old enough to remember like calling women G.I. Jane or a black woman, like making fun of her hair or the lack thereof, or like can't grow it. That's like very personal to black women. Like that's like a huge shot. It's like getting on stage and telling a nigga his dingling is little. Like, pause. Like that's not cool. Like, I don't understand why. I don't excuse him for going on stage and slapping this nigga, but like, why is that okay for you to say that about this man's wife? I don't get that part. Like, it's not like you said some shit like, oh yeah, Will Smith, you don't got good movies. And he just kept and slapped you. Like, no, you made fun of the appearance of his like partner. Like, I don't understand why that's okay. Just because you're a comedian and we're just telling jokes. Like, okay, but like, now I'm just slapping niggas. Like, if you want to talk shit, learn how to fight or defend yourself. But I get it. It's the Oscars. You know, people say slick shit all the time. I like work and stuff, but like, I don't know. If a nigga come to you at work and make fun of your wife, she saw your wife at the Christmas party and she's like fat or something. No offense to people who are overweight, but like, oh, your wife's big as hell. How'd she get into the venue? Like, is that nigga supposed to just like, ah? Like, I don't get that. But yeah. Anyway. Shout out Will Smith. I love that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we out here. Lesson and Cool. Episode 3. You know what I'm saying? We outside. Like I said, I'm fucking alone. It's sad out here, man. Like, the dating game is cooked. Like, Twitter is just like men versus women. It's just like, I know women complaining on Instagram like a nigga sent you $30 for like lunch. That's not enough. Like, weird stuff to like drive us against each other. It's like, what's wrong with this? Like, one thing, if a nigga sent me $30, or not a nigga, a woman, if a woman sends me $30, I'm gassed. What? That's gas for the week. What the fuck? It's like little shit that's like driving a wedge in between us when we just start loving each other, man. There's shitty guys and shitty women. Like I don't get like why, but they're really trying to distract us and shit. Like, from the shit that's going on around the world. Like, because why is it important? Like, I had a ex who did this, like, kind of like, even though we're in a relationship, she'll show me things like, oh, like, this guy's talking about how he, you know, cheated on his wife, but he made a mistake, but, you know, she brought him back, and da-da-da. She was sending that stuff to me and like, oh, how do you feel about this? I'm like, I'm not a cheater, so I don't know what was going on with this nigga. Or a woman who was like saying there's no good dating in California and LA for black men or whatever. It's just like, this woman has a singular experience. Like, there's no good men out here, but maybe those good men just don't want you, shorty. Like, and vice versa, man. Maybe these good women don't want you, bro. Maybe you're just a shithead, dude. You have a horrible job. You talk disrespectfully maybe to these women. Like, you're trying to 3-time these girls. All you want is the fuck. You know, you're inviting Jones out for a first date to your crib for Netflix and chill. like we all gotta take fault in like how bad the dating game is. There's like so many 30-somethings single or like just done with the whole dating game. It's just like sad, bro. Like it's depressing. Like especially looking at the apps and like these women, like I'll be like, I'm a great guy. Like I'm very confident if I get on a date with any woman who I'm like talking to or whatever, give me 1 or 2 dates, she's gonna love me. I'm a great guy. I grew up in church. I'm a gentleman. I pay for the checks. You know what I'm saying, like that. But like, it's just so many options out there. It's like you miss out on your blessing because you too focused on, oh, I can get this, or I can get that, or this is nigga who I need, or this is nigga who I need. Like, especially some of these Jones with like multiple kids. Like, all right, what kind of nigga you looking for, bro? Because if I'm like in the prime of my life, I'm not necessarily trying to marry or be with a woman who has 3 kids. There's nothing wrong with that for me. And I shouldn't be like, oh, you don't want to be a real man and step up. It's like, I might just want to make some kids of my own and not raise another person's children. But it's a slippery slope because it's like you get old enough, it's like, all right, I'm gonna have to be a stepdad. Like, because when you get to a certain age, it's like, it's no love out here, man. It's sad, man. I feel like my parents had it way better, like, cause like it wasn't no social media and influence, and I also started off late with like the dating game, cause like I grew up in church, so like I was mad Christian, you know, I was mad prude. I was feeling like, you know, like when niggas is just trying to fuck and girls are just trying to fuck too, I'm like, but what about marriage? We're like 19. Like, it's fucked up. Social media has fucked a lot of things up. One time in social media, like, I was at a Facebook, right? So, mind you, I'm fresh out of church. I'm not really sexually active at all, really. And people kind of have that reputation at that point. Like, oh, this nigga don't get no hoes, I guess. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I probably did. But somebody hacked my Facebook and was like, oh, I got AIDS. I like men. I like niggas. I'm gay as hell. I look in the butt. What's up? Where the niggas at? But imagine somebody hacking it and I'm like from another computer trying like, nah, this is not me. Da, 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 da. And people on my friend list, people I grew up with are like, bro, if this the kind of, if you gotta say this is not the right place, this ain't the right time to do this. Like you gotta be more. I'm like, bro, y'all really believe this nigga? Like I must really not get no hoes because like y'all really believe I'm fucking gay. Like, but it's fucked up. And like I know my dad remember said like, you still gonna have Facebook after that? I'm just like, these hoes be looking good on there though, but like it's just a part of the game, I guess. Social media, man. Ever since MySpace, bro. So many options, man. It's just best to like try to keep your relationship off of there. But it's hard because people, you know, everybody's looking for validation, right? Whether it's their love life, their family, their job, like people are looking to feel appreciated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times those double taps and those likes, they make these girls feel good. And then it's like, it's fucked up because like women have an image of themselves like based off of media and what they're showing them what a woman is, or a beautiful woman is or whatever. Like even like dark skin, light skin things, like it's just like it's hard for dark skinned women or, you know, sometimes men. Like it's getting better now, like to get jobs and stuff. Like it's unfortunate, like what they're pushing on you, like, oh, women have to be perfectly skinny. Like this is their shape and this is what's good, you know what I'm saying? Like you got like Jones, like who's that girl from Euphoria? The big titty Joan, who she just hosted SNL. What's her name? I think I had it written down. Oh, Sydney Sweeney. Yeah. She cute. She a baddie. I ain't gonna lie. Like she, you know, the breasts are breasting. like she's fire. Like, but like I don't know. It's just like they're pushing this like blonde, big titty woman in your face, and it's just like, yeah, but I don't even need my girl to like be stacked up like that, which is nice. And let's shout out to Alex Demia from Euphoria, because she better if you ask me, boy. That's a bad joint right now. You know what I mean? But people are pushing her up like because she just hosted SNL. It's just like she's fired. I don't want to hate on her. Like she's dope. Like good for her. She getting mad attention. And bags going up, but damn, it's just unfortunate, man. Like, what's the future for this shit? Like, does it get worse or better? Like, as far as the dating world, and because it said like people aren't like having kids. Like, the population rate is like decreasing. Like, I think Japan is like at a low, all time low for the last like 20 years of like babies being born. Like it's getting to the point where it's just like, is that gonna be our extinction? Is that how robots take over? Like 100 years down the line, niggas just stop fucking so much. There's more robots than people. Cause it's like more. I heard a statistic. There's more Gen Zers who are not having sex or not with a partner and not looking to be with a partner than there ever has before, as far as like generational wise. Like the boomers came home from war and would start fucking, and like we've been on a climb until now. It's just like, is it social media? Like, is it our niggas just inside on their fucking their Vision Pros, just like simulating fucking, and rather do that than just like have like interactions in the real world? Am I part of the problem? Because I'm on these dating apps and like just thinking that like this is gonna do. Dating apps have served me well though. I ain't gonna lie to you though. I've met some amazing people through these apps, but it's weird, man. The game is fucked up, dude. I feel bad for my little bro and like the next generation coming, because it's like it's just not the same. Like niggas don't hang out outside anymore. Conversation isn't as important. Like I kind of like don't like where it's going, you know? Like we didn't think this was gonna happen like when we were all like kids on AIM and stuff. Like I don't think we could have imagined it being this bad. Like then you get into places like you get into a waiting room or like you're on a train and you have your phone with you and whatever. And it's like, what did you do on the train before you had a phone? You just like read the newspaper, I guess, or just sat there and just stared. Like it's very interesting. Like before there was like music, or like you could just go on Instagram and scroll, like, which is like super clutch when you're like in the hallway and you don't want to make eye contact with niggas, or you're on a train, you don't want to make eye contact with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Listen to your podcast, listen to music, just scroll Instagram, scroll Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, TikTok. It's like, what were we doing? Like, it feels like a foreign time. Like, what the fuck were we doing before that? But I know what we were doing. We were just sitting there. Like at my job, like I work with some old heads, and I see them at lunch sometimes who aren't like adjusted. I seen one nigga like just sitting there on lunch, wasn't eating, just had his hands crossed, was like sitting there staring at the walls. It was like, you look kind of crazy, like, and even if some of the older cats around him who have adjusted clearly, they're on Facebook. They're trying to FaceTime their little thoughts who live in the Philippines. I work overnight, so when I'm working, the Philippines is like middle of the day. So I work with a lot of Filipinos who just, they wife at home, they hitting their side bitch who back in the Philippines, like, what you done, guy? But it's fucked up, man. Like, and I know so many situations like that where like I work with people who like are in long-term relationships and just cheating. Like actively cheating. They got a girlfriend on the side and they got a boyfriend on the side, or they flirt heavy at work. It's just like, where is the love? It's so hard to find, man. Like 2024, it's tough, man. And I'm proud. Like my parents was married for, so I don't know this, it's like 26 years, 30 years, 28 years, something like that. And even like, even that wasn't perfect, obviously, but they made it happen. They raised some amazing kids. I'm so thankful for them. Like, there's a lot of things that's stressed out and that they could have broken up over, but like they stayed strong. But my mom talks to me about dating now, and I'm just like, Mom, like you don't really understand. Like she still thinks that like if you talking to a girl or whatever, like first date, you should go meet their parents. Like you go to the door with flowers. Like this is fucking the Andy Griffith show or some shit like that. Like mine doesn't work that way, man. Like these Jones just move on from you. Like you'll be talking to a girl, thinking everything's cool, like really giving him your time. You know, buy her breakfast here, take her out to dinner. All of a sudden the texts go cold. All of a sudden she stopped hitting you. She starts hitting you with one-word answers. It's just like, damn, shorty, like, you wasted a hell of time for me right now because I see you just found somebody else that you, whatever, you know, that you maybe piqued your interest more, maybe they have more money. Like, it's like fucked up. Like, why is the game like that? But then there's a lot of lame niggas making it hard for niggas, like, because it's a lot of niggas would be like I see this a lot online, like, women who, like, say, like, oh, I want to be a passenger princess. I want to be with, like, the idea of passenger princess, like, oh, I want to be spoiled and all this stuff on, like, their profiles. And it's like, one, they're asking for that because they know they can get it, and they will get it. If it's not from me, it's from somebody else. But it's just like, a passenger princess? Like, so you don't want to ever drive with me? I don't have a problem with driving everywhere, but, like, the fact that you're saying that that's a stipulation of us being together, like, or, like, what a nigga who provides. Like, yeah, I'm gonna provide, but, like, yeah, what do you mean by that? Like, one girl was like, if you can help me with my student loans, that'd be great. Bitch, help me, my student loans. Damn. The fuck? I went to school, nigga. I ain't graduate, but all right, shit. Like, what is that about? But then a nigga will come up and help that, have to help that John with her student loans. It's like, that's kind of crazy. It's like, where are we a team, or is just like I'm supposed to pick somebody up? And that's the same thing for niggas. Like, niggas shouldn't be looking for a woman to, like, move into a woman's house and, like, she got a good job, she got everything situated, and you just like, oh, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna find my way. Like, that internet nigga Desi Banks or whatever his name is. I know he just went into, like, a thing. He's on Club Shay Shay. Shout out Club Shay Shay. This nigga's not gay and he'll beat you the fuck up. So I don't know why I'm saying that, but shout out Club Shay Shay because he was on there, like, saying, like, oh, his girl broke up with him because, you know, she, I guess, I don't know how he worded it, but you're basically saying, like, she ain't see the vision. Like she was, like, basically saying, like, you gotta get a job or something. You're not helping with the bills, and then whatever. And he ends up being a pretty popular guy who's paying his bills off, making skits and stuff. Like, I get that, like, she didn't see where you, but, like, is it her fault that she wanted a nigga to help chip in for bills, so you were jobless, just hanging out making internet videos? You mad because she didn't see your vision? Like, my nigga, I don't see your vision if I'm her either. Like, bro, get a fucking job. Uber, DoorDash, something. Like, what the hell? Like, oh, she didn't see what was going to happen. Now all right, I hope that woman found actually a good guy who's, like, going to help support her, and they have a team, and they're going to hope to build a life together, because that's mad unfair for a person just to support your dumb ass in hopes that you might break. Like, I never think that there's not enough time for you to, like, get a job or help contribute in some way. Like, kind of makes no fucking sense, and it bothers me, dude. Like, but, you know, it's on both ends, man. Like, niggas ain't shit. Women be having their own rules, and I get it. And I often think, like, damn, like, what if niggas never fucked? Like, what if niggas never had sex? Like, would that, like, make niggas more focused? Like, that's interesting to me. Because the woman from Molly from Insecure, I know she, like, is religious. And I think she was saying that she's never had sex before. I mean, it's helped their career out. But, like, that's also a wild thing. It's just like, we're not going to have sex till we get married? Yeah, I don't know, boss. Like, you jumped the broom and you don't know if this girl, like, got a stinky cooter or not? Like, like, I don't know if that's, like, a thing that you could even fix. But, like, what if it's just, like, I don't know. That's a lot. Like, I don't hate on nobody's religion, because that's like that could be a religious thing. Like, oh, You know, like, you know, it's a part of our faith, you know, abstinence until marriage. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. But like, do I get it? Like, I don't know. But some girls be like, oh, first date, I gotta see if he packing or not. So I can get my shit off. Like, ooh, that's tacky. I don't like that. I'm sorry, I did a little beverage. Wet the whistle a little bit, pause. This episode brought to you by Corona. Not really, but you know. But yeah, man, like, no sex before marriage? That's tough, man. That's tough. I admire anybody who's doing that because that's crazy. Like, but I do think niggas be more focused if they never had sex. Like, be kind of fire. You wouldn't have this urge, but then you just be like, all like pent up, all this like sexual urges and frustration. Like, people are like, humans are like naturally supposed to have sex. Like, I feel like it's like a thing that should be regular. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that's natural for humans to not have sex. Like, but also I think it's fucked up when like people have like, oh, you lost your virginity. What age you lost it? I was 12. Whoa, you were a child, bro. Did you get abused, my nigga? Like, that's like way too young to be like having sex. It's like, that's the thing. Is like this culture is you know, the music videos and rap videos, and rappers want to act like that shit isn't affecting kids wanting to fuck and stuff. Like, it totally is. You got this little nigga, Young Retweet or Young RT. I don't know what the fuck his name is. This nigga's like 11 in the club taking pics with Drake and shit. Bro, go color inside the line somewhere, my nigga. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, that shit kind of crazy. It's kind of like troubling. Like, so many worries about the black community. Like, I love my people, but y'all be wearing Dre beats with your finger in niggas' asses. like she really disrespected me earlier. Like, the girl at the Oscar, like, what the fuck? She asked, can you turn your music down? The anesthesiologist was a cool dude. He had a chest piece. He was nice. He's playing his little bebop. Sound like he's playing the Beach Boys or something. Do your thing, bro. Whatever makes you comfortable. I'm trying to survive this ordeal. Can you turn that down a little bit? I'm listening to Meek Mill right now. Like, what the fuck, bro? That shit bothered me, dog. Like, and I take shit personal when I see niggas acting up. Like, I don't know, man. It's just something about that shit. It's just like, come on, man. Don't embarrass us like this. But she got a good old job. She supported her little family. Good for her. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? We gotta figure out your thing, but like also like, don't be niggerish with everything. Like, it's not like being anti-black just because you got like shapeshift sometimes in certain environments. Because like, I can't talk the way I want to talk. If niggas at work heard me say nigga or talk the way I talk, they lose their fucking mind. Like, I'd be like, yes sir, no sir, safety first at work, bitch. Like, I got a job, nigga, a pretty good job too, pussy. And I think about people who like, we gotta start like understanding the value of just even having a job. Like, my brother's in prison for the rest of his life. Like, we just argued this week over like me like not like getting him out or whatever. Like, my parents spent a lot of money on this man, and my parents are great people, and he kind of like chose a wild path in his life for whatever reason, whatever drove him to do that. And it's like, the man has life in prison. He got a 64-year sentence and he was 18. Like, off a decision he made one night. Horrible. Horrible. Every night he shares a room with another stinky criminal and has to go to sleep like that, and hasn't, you know, felt the warmth of a woman in 15 years, my nigga. Nigga's 36. Went down when he was 18, 19. That's crazy. So I get where he's coming from. You know, a lawyer for him is going to be several $1,000s. I'm trying to let him know, like, hey, man, listen. It's fucking hard out here, bro. Just buying groceries is hard, my nigga. Like, you know, mom and dad did a lot to help, and if I come across a good chunk of change, word, but like I don't have that money. I don't have that kind of money. And it's just like we have to be thankful for just being outside. And like even in my complaints about Hinge, at least I, you know, am able to like seek out love. Like it's folks who gonna be in the same building for the rest of their life. Like that shit is really depressing. Like another nigga tells you when you can shower. Another nigga tells you when you can go have some free time for yourself. And it's forever, especially if you got life. It's like that's not gonna end. Nigga's gonna be 80 something when he gets out. That's incredibly depressing. So every day, man, I just thank God like I'm in the position I am, because it's like I just love the idea that I get to like speak to y'all and just have a voice for myself and just live a life, man. We have to be thankful for like just being here, because the bills is fucked up, politics is fucked up, the country is fucked up. Homelessness is out of control. Your girl don't love you. She's fucking the next nigga. Instagram got your bitch. Instagram got your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked. The game is fucked up, but we still out here. Remember the good times. Remember what like, how valuable this shit is, man. Because, like, it's a lot of people who are never going to be able to experience this kind of stuff or pursue the things or the endeavors that they want to, because they're locked down from like some fucked up laws that are like, is this cool? Like, should my brother have gone to prison for the rest of his life at the age of 18 for one decision he made? I mean, if you ask the family of the person who is deceased, they would say yes. I mean, it was multiple people involved in that situation, and 2 of them got out in 10 years. My brother's still in there, and according to my brother, he's not the one who pulled the trigger. I believe him. Should he have to go down? But it's really a money game, because if I was rich, he'd probably be out. Throw like 40, 50 grand at a lawyer, he's out of there. It's a money game. Politics is crazy. I see a lot of my coworkers who like clearly have not like, have no empathy and haven't been around situations like that, where it's like, oh, he did this, well, he deserves it. He did this, well, they deserve it. Da-da-da-da-da. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you on, my nigga? Like, don't you see these stories of niggas all every day getting convicted of shit that they didn't do? And not even if that's such a situation, but like, don't you think we could have a better solution to like, for like mass incarceration in this country? Like privatized prisons is just basically like slavery. Giving niggas $2 a day to like do whatever the fuck you want to do, like, and prisons to keep expanding. Why is that? Why do we have like 70% of the incarcerated population in the world, or some crazy number like that? Like, the game is fucked up, man. Like, I can't imagine, bro. Like every day waking up, we wake up, we got shit on our mind, like bills. I gotta pay for this. I gotta do this. I gotta run this errand. I gotta go DMV. I gotta go visit this person. I gotta go to work. I got overtime this weekend. Yada yada yada. At least you're free, my nigga. You're free and able to go after something. These niggas are not. And there's motherfuckers in other countries, like if they speak freely out about something, they're hitting the gun line, getting killed for their opinion. You know what I'm saying? I remember I did a project on Morocco in like 5th grade. It just so stands out to me so much because Morocco's a fucking crazy country in Africa, bro. Like if you getting married and like let's say like the wife don't like you, the mother-in-law doesn't like the woman her son's gonna marry, or maybe they find out some shit about this daughter, like she's not like the woman getting married, she isn't a virgin, maybe she lied or whatever. They allowed to just burn you on fire. Like there's stories of like a woman like walking down, a nigga just throwing gasoline on them and lit match and setting women on fire for not. Maybe this woman was set to marry this person and she didn't want to. And she denied it. She said, I don't want to do that. Da, da, da. They'll set that woman on fire. Like, and murder her. and nothing will happen. It's just like there's these countries that are going through so much crazy shit, and we like make it seem like it's a big deal about what. But and injustice, it's just like we still have our justice system is fucked up over here too. Not saying it's not, but like MLK said, like any injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, right? So like if these other countries are dealing with this, like kind of what we're dealing with is kind of small in comparison, like gender bathrooms and shit like that, and like. But again, I want everybody to feel comfortable and stuff, and like, I have non-binary friends and people who are queer and things like that. Like, I love everybody. I want everybody to be happy. Like, my dad used to always say, "You ain't got no sugar in your tank, though, do you, boy?" Just because I support like gay folks, and I don't think it's like a crime to be gay or like for you to have, want to have a same-sex marriage or something like that. They would just assume that like, oh, like. I mean, you want to be gay, huh? It's like it's more shit in the black community. Like, no, I can be heterosexual and still support a cause that I believe in. That's another thing. Like my community, like I'm just worried about us, man. Like, it's what it is. What it is. Like, I love us at the end of the day, and I will always love us. But we gotta look towards ourselves before we start like. But there is some fucked up shit. Obviously, you have a horrible history in this country. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Jim Crow laws and separate but equal, and like, how they like tore down, a lot of black communities that were thriving, like Black Wall Street and stuff like that. It's fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Even the Native Americans, like the Killers of the Flower Moon, I know that's Oscar week. They about to win a bunch of Oscars. It's like, we just took Native American shit and like took their money. They find some oil, we take their money and like, you can't handle all this money. You're dumb. we'll control it. Come to us when you need some. Like, just someone's fucked up shit, and people just look at it like, oh, that's the past. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, but like everything has a start, and everything has like a derivative. Like, so it's just like, I just seen in Oregon how like they like. There's not a lot of black people in Oregon because they like made it illegal for black folks to be there back in the day. Like, if you did stay there every year, you'd have to get like 40 lashes or something like that just to stay in Oregon. It's like what mad racist like laws that were from a long time ago that are still affecting us to this day. Like I used to work with a cop from Baltimore. He said that he used to patrol these areas in Baltimore, these hoods in Baltimore. He's like, my father, his father, and his father used to patrol the same areas in Baltimore, and they haven't gotten better. Why is that? Like, why are we giving $150 billion to Ukraine, and we have so much fucked up neighborhoods in our country? Is it like what Mitch McConnell? Is it like money laundering with this Ukraine shit? Because then even when we give them the money, we're gonna have to. Within the clauses of these loans, we have to like help them rebuild after the war. It's like, it's not weird. No one finds that weird. Like this nigga Biden promised to cancel student loans, and instead he took money that could have easily canceled the loans two or three times over, and chose to give it to some other Zelensky, whatever his name is, who's like a stand-up comedian who just wears Joe Boxer thermals every time he's on TV. He doesn't even wear a tie. This nigga getting billions of our dollars, can't even put a tie on. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? He's getting everything too. It's like, man, what's all right, man? We living, bro. Shut up being alive, because I still love America. I still love being a patriot, even though I'm not necessarily a patriot. But I wouldn't prefer to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I want from my shit. But like, I do think that we could improve a lot. And it starts with yourself. You gotta look in the mirror and figure yourself out, man, because this world is treacherous, my nigga. But yeah, man, let me take a break, because I gotta take a piss. I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. I gotta use the bathroom. But yeah, second half coming up. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing up, because it's just me. It's dark outside. I'm dark inside. Pause. That lady with the Dre Beats knows that. Yeah, let's take a break real quick. All right. Love y'all, man.
I'm irrelevant, benevolent, I'm about to go celibate. My dick been too decisive, I've been left to my devices. You can take it all, baby, can I just have a couple vices? Driving off the swerve, so them niggas took my license, but you couldn't take my drive. Thank God that I'm alive. I was dead inside, gave the devil all my time. Isolated in my study, trying to reinvent the rhyme. I emerged with a scroll and an empty jug of wine. If I'm not the son of man, then God would surely send a sign. Too bad that love is blind, I wouldn't see it if he tried. I'm more Jekyll than Hyde. Put my speckle on your freckle, let me fill you with pride. Then it's burgers and fries.
Yeah, we back, motherfuckers. LG, another rapper with a podcast. Had to take a break. Had to drain the main vein. You already know what time it is. Yeah, man, we left off as just like patriotism, right? As an American, as a black American. This isn't a racial. Every episode is not gonna be about race. I love y'all. You know I love everybody, you know? But it's just like, I remember like, so like, I know LeBron got in trouble just now for like, not just now, but like a couple weeks ago for sitting down during the national anthem. It got me thinking like, how patriotic do black folks have to be? Like, like I'm not allowed to sit during the national anthem. I don't know. I get it. I'm not necessarily for the, black national anthem, white national anthem, whatever. It's just like, all right, there's one national anthem. But it's like, I sometimes I don't think that like black folks and other ethnicities have the same relationship with America as like they're seeing things from their scope, which I get it, but like me, this is God honest truth. I never took the Pledge of Allegiance serious. I think it's weird that they made us get up before in class in grade school and just like pledge our allegiance to the country. It's like all the bad things that are going on in this country and like when the national anthem was made, like, you know, I was a slave, you know, so my ancestors were slaves. So it's just like a lot of people want us to forget that. And like you'll hear things like, you know, white people be like, oh, well, the Irish were enslaved, so that means me, da 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 da. I'm like, you guys are enslaved in Ireland. Like, you don't live in Ireland right now. You live in America. We were enslaved here, helped build this country up. Like, but it's like, I get both sides though. Like, I was in high school once and I was in high school once. I was in high school and I remember it was a basketball game that they had the Pledge of Allegiance or National Anthem, whatever. Everybody stands up. Well, I stood up, or I don't know if I stood up. I think I stood up, but I had my hood on. I swear to you, I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I was just like, whatever, it's cold, it's New Jersey. And the track coach, I'm not gonna say his name, but he came over to me after the pledge and whispered in my ear, he's like, you ever do something like that, you're never going to a game again. Like, I'm pressed to come to a Manchester High School basketball game. But I was like, I didn't even know what he was saying. Like, I didn't even get what he was talking about. Like, he was saying, like, but he was referencing me, like, not standing during the pledge. I was like, oh, wow, he takes that serious. And I get what he's saying. Like, he might have veterans in his family, but it's just like, do you understand my perspective of America? Like, not that I'm not proud to be an American. I love America, and I'm glad I'm here. But, like, you get there's a little bit of nuance involved in this, right? Like, there's so much information out there that shows us how fucked up this country has been to people who look like me, you know? Like, and then, like, the next day at gym class, my gym teacher, I'm not going to say his name, but I actually like this dude. This is my freshman year. I actually like this guy. Like, I actually like this nigga. I thought he was very funny. And then he's sitting there in front of, we're sitting in squad lines, which is like I'm sitting in crisscross applesauce, and he's like standing in front of us, and he comes up to me. He's like, I remember he's dribbling a basketball. We had basketball this semester or whatever, quarter, whatever we called it, marking period. We had basketball. So he's dribbling the basketball, waiting for whatever, everyone taking attendance. He's like, I heard what you did yesterday. Pretty scumbag move. This is what the teacher's saying to me. Pretty scumbag move, monkey. I'm like, is it that serious? Like, niggas is circulating. This nigga must have went back to the other coaches like, yeah, this motherfucker. It's just like, all right. But I really just like, it didn't register with me. It's like, oh, but I get it though. I totally get it. Like, I totally get why y'all are offended. Y'all have experiences that I don't know about. But it's like, to call a 14-year-old a scumbag is kind of crazy. Well, also just not knowing my position is like, I'm not arrogantly trying to do this, like trying to make a protest. It's just like, I don't know. But yeah, I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I understand everyone has a different journey in life, and like everyone has different experiences, but like that was crazy to me, you know? But what's patriotism, right? Because like we're funding Israel right now, who's like, what's that country called? Rafah? Or not country, it's the city of Rafah. Like they just like 14 people got killed. They told all these Palestinians to go to here and find refuge. They're in tents and shit, and y'all bombed them. And we're funding Israel. So it's like, do you condemn the United States? Like, it's just like, it's kind of crazy what we're doing around the country or not around the world, and I'm supposed to just support it blindly because if you don't, you're not proud to be an American. Like, what the hell? It's kind of a fucked up game, man. Free Palestine, but like, it's just like, we've done so much harm around the world. Like, I don't know. Like Chiquita Bananas, we totally funded like a usurp of like power in like Venezuela, no, Ecuador, with Chiquita Banana Company, like, and like took them over just to get imports and exports from that country for their fruit and produce and shit. Like we took over during a civil war they were having and made it worse. Like just for fruits and like illegal drug shit behind the scenes is like, this country's kind of grimy as hell. It's kind of crazy, you know? And freedom of speech is just going away slowly and slowly. We still have to continue to fight for our independence, you know? It's an ongoing fight. This election is important, you know? They got Biden eating ice cream cones. They're like, they asked Biden while he's in the middle of an ice cream snack. He's like, they're like, are you gonna have a ceasefire in Israel? He's like, well, we'll see Monday. You got any more Jimmys from my fucking ice cream cone? This nigga is not there. Like what kind of joke is this? And now that they're finally coming around, now they're like social media is like really attacking these guys. They're trying to win the election, and you know they're trying to like take voter IDs away because apparently people think black folks don't have IDs, so we can never vote. So we just take voter IDs away. So black people, those idiot monkeys who don't have IDs, so they can vote too. It's like, no, we all have IDs too. I feel like there's something sketchy going on with that whole thing. You're letting a lot of immigrants in here illegally who are like killing people and like committing hella crimes. And like I think Venezuela had like the lowest crime rate in the last like 20 years because all their criminals are coming here. All for immigration. But it's like, something's got to give, coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But is Biden the answer? I don't know. Is Trump the answer? I don't know. I like the Kennedy nigga. I like Vivek too. But this whole shit has to collapse before it gets any better. We got to rebuild this shit from the bottom up. Because we're fucked. We need like Morgan Freeman to be president or something. I don't even know if The Rock can do it. But I still love America. I still love this country. I'm not in love with what they've done. And I don't know where I'd rather be, but this is not that lit. As people might want to portray it as. It's had some great periods, and I feel like I have faith that it can return to its brilliance it has in the past. But right now, bro, I don't know, my nigga. Like, the streets is overflowing with homeless. The prisons are overflowing. Shout out No Name, by the way. This is No Name Book Club. This is No Name, the rapper. She has No Name Book Club, which like provides books for inmates and stuff like that, and support for incarcerated peoples in America. Shout out her. Yeah, but it's some fucked up shit going on in this country. But they'll always just hit you with the, it could be worse, and it could, but it could be also a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, bro, it's not looking good. And you got fucking like black folks won't even like give other sides a chance. Like we have to hear both sides. You can't just be left and just hear left shit and look up left shit. You have to look up what the other side is talking about so we can come up with like a good solution to our problems. Like Candace Owens just went on the Joe Budden podcast and niggas came at Joe like he's Uncle Tom or something because he's listening to Candace Owens. Like, because she's a conservative, she's the problem. Jim Crow was created by the Democratic Party. Like, are we joking? Like, I don't know. Like, I pray for my people. I pray for the next generation. And I love it here. But especially California. California is fucked up right now. I ain't gonna hold you. The taxes is crazy. It's been raining all winter. I'm mad. All right? Homeless niggas pissing in public. I seen too many homeless penises, pause, in the last year. I don't like it. All right? The roads is fucked up. We don't got no bullet trains. I'm mad. But what makes me happy is that I can have a freedom of speech and I can go on this whole spiel about I've had for an hour long about everything that pisses me off, and no one's gonna knock on the door and tackle me and inject me with some sedative and have me in a fucking prison cell with a straitjacket on. So it's looking up for the kid. But yeah, man, you know, I love y'all, man. We're gonna try to get these episodes out quicker and more steady because, you know, y'all deserve it and I deserve it. You know, I deserve it. The lesson in cool today. I try to give a lesson every episode. If I don't remember it, suck a dick. But a lesson today is be grateful, man. Be grateful and love each other, man, because that's all we really got. You know, we got to just keep chugging. It's going to get better. Let's focus on the children because these adults ain't shit. And God bless America. You know what I'm saying? When I say God, I mean Batman. I love y'all, man. Till next time, it's your boy God LG. Man, thank you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you.
In privacy, not hard to see. Don't lie to me. Ghost in the shell, still hoping you're well. You left me in hell. Get over yourself, you need to. I believe in privacy, not hard to see. Don't lie to me. Ghost in the shell, still hoping you're well. You left me in hell. Get over yourself, you need
She built them walls up until I broke them down. She was the Big Mac, I was the quarter pound. I got her new that was fast food. Used to a black dude, her skin tropic. Was amused by false prophets. She told us Chris Paul, I did it all for optics. So I broke the law, told her change the topic. Gotta trust the process. Her patience peaked, I failed as a prospect. Like Hashim Thabit, yeah.
I believe in privacy, not hard to see. Don't lie to me. Ghost in the shell, still hoping you're well. You left me in hell. Get over yourself, you need to. I can love you. I can love you. I can love you better than we can. I can love you. I can love you. I can love you better.
I had that carrot in your back and no denying me of that. Magic in the sack, I pulled the rabbit out the hat. Showed me to the door, I left with baggage and a map. You was right until I left, there's something wrong with that. A true man of the people, they all follow my ordinance. Share my cup with subordinates, narrowing down your coordinates. Subbing you every song, I'm beeping till I get bored of it. Told me it won't be long, you said it and I was sure of it.
I believe